Alright, so I bought another locker. Um, I made the mistake of not reading that this is a manager's locker. There's two types of storage lockers out there. There's lien, which means somebody was actively paying on it, stopped paying, and it went to storage locker collections, basically. And then there's manager specials, meaning lockers aren't worth selling at auction when they go under, so they throw anything that they deem good into one locker and then eventually sell it out, which means it's already been picked through. So that's what this is. Now, it was only $10 and then $10 for the uh, pleasure of doing business with Storage Treasures. And then I rented a U-Haul because that's just the easiest thing to use. I used to use a flat utility trailer, but I can shove so much garbage in that and take it to the dump. It saves so much time. And I'm not always having to look over my shoulder to see if anything's flown off the trailer. So most of this is going to the dump. It won't take long for me to clean. Like there's some stuff that I'll probably keep, just resell. There's a George Foreman grill and a crock pot. I'll see if that has any value. These always you can sell for $5-10 at the flea market. There's piles of stuff over here. Bruce and I looked at it yesterday. There really wasn't much value. Then you have just a bunch of odds and ends. It's all garbage. Might keep those lamps. There's a box of shoes. There's nothing name brand that I could tell. Take them out to the flea market. That's about $5 each. Sit on them for a year on eBay or Mercari, and that's $10. And just some random stuff there. That whole bag was full of press-on nails, but they're not complete. If they were complete, there'd be a couple $100 there. Let's see here. Some nice little pottery, handmade in Brazil. It says. I mean, that's brass, so you'll probably get $10 at the scrapyard for it. Some really nice picture frames. I've never tried selling picture frames before, but some of those are good sized and not cheap, so might hold on to them. Surprisingly, this is like $40. Probably just take that home. Then you got microwave, and that's $10. Twin sheet set from Martha Stewart, that's about $20. Then you got there's stuff over here. And it's just odds and ends. This is really just a crap locker, which is nice to show because if you watch YouTube and all that, or even like YouTube used to be a place where it was real, and Storage Wars where it was bullshit. But YouTube, like, you can only find so many, pew-pews in a row, or you can only find so many lockers that are full of vintage video games or full of cash before you start thinking, yeah, okay, you're seating the locker before you go in it. The reality is, if I'd paid any more than $10, this would have it's already not worth it, is the honest truth. There was also a set of nurse study guide flashcards. Surprisingly, those are like $50 used on eBay. It'll take forever for it to sell, but there's totes. You gotta make lemon out of lemonade with some of these lockers. I mean, this is nice. That's a heavy base too, so I don't know. That might be $10-15 on Marketplace. So yeah, they all can't be winners. You can't find a 14 karat gold bracelet or a 1 pound silver round in every single locker. So, but all right, I'll show you guys it when it's clean. Also, side note, if you've got a storage unit right now and you have food in it, well, you can't see them now. They've scurried. There's cockroaches in this. Then take the damn food out. Like, I don't get people that store food. Even if you had to move quick, you either leave the food or you throw it away. I don't get it, but anyways. So this is basically it done. I have to load this up and then sweep the floor of the glass. I got to go through those picture frames to see what I want to keep or what I don't. That's all trash. That microwave's keep. So the interesting thing was, like I said, this locker wasn't that great, but in here there's probably retail about $250 worth of body and Bath and Body Works. Yeah, Bath and Body Works. And so maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get 100 out of it all. You got the bed sheets. So this is a Ralph Lauren towel set, brand new. Retail's probably about 40 from what I saw. I'll be lucky to get 20. A bunch of like, super glue, wall hanger stuff. Put a box of it together at the flea market and you'll get $10. These little cookie trays are pretty cool. Retail was 20, so be lucky if I can get half that. I thought these were interesting. So these are like little cereal containers from Rubbermaid. And they're pretty much, we'll say pre-owned. But to buy these new, 5 of them on Amazon, you're looking at, I think it's $50. So, no, 4 of them. 4 of them was $50. They were like $14 a piece. So I'll put these up on Marketplace. And I'll ask maybe $30. Let's see, you got a crock pot. This, during 2020, finding these would have been gold. What were these, like $40 a bottle on eBay? But it's still usable. I have no idea what this is. So if somebody in the comments section knows what that is, let me know. But, it's people would see things like this, like little dishwasher pods, and think it's garbage, but it's like, I see $5 at the flea market. All those shoes, I'll probably put those up on Marketplace for like, I'll go through them first, but maybe like $30. You can get $10 a pair if you want to sit on it long run. There's this cool cast iron Old Mountain pot. This thing, I could see somebody wanting that. 2 crock pots. I'll clean them out. Maybe $20 each online. That little blender thing, I'll have to look that up to see if there's any value. But yeah, basically just not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but nothing crazy specific good. So this is the real side of storage locker buying. It's not always pretty. So I'm going to get this loaded up and get the hell out of here. So I'll let you guys see the next one.